Hello everyone, and welcome back to Revit Snippets. Great tips you can learn in just a few minutes. It's a nice and quick one today. We will see how to fix this stair. It's a monolithic one that has one problem. As you can see here, it has 2 runs and 1 landing. However, only the top run is correct. This bottom one here, even though it's of the same type as the top one, I can only see the threads. No riser, no stair body. Most of that geometry is now missing. If you model stairs a lot in Revit, this will be a common problem. Stairs and railing on stairs are always tricky topics to master, because sometimes Revit just makes it more difficult than it should be. Anyway, we will see today 2 different ways to fix this problem for good. By the way, if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe now, because we do tutorials like this every single week. Alright, let's get started. The first way to fix this problem is a quick method, but can be risky. I will show you why in just a minute. To begin, let's click on this stair and then go Edit Stairs. We can see now that's run number 1, run number 2, and the landing. This one is an automatic landing, which is why this problem occurs. Initially, this stair must have been correct, but as you know, sometimes when you click on this run here, you can change for it to be either end with riser or begin with riser or none or both by toggling these 2 boxes. If I now try to make it not end with the riser, you will see the issue has been resolved. However, the overall stair height is now different. That's a bit higher, and now it's a bit lower. So what happens was this. Initially, this stair was modeled without this first run ending with a riser. At some point later, if someone came in here and ticked this box, that will create a problem, because this automatic landing object just couldn't resolve itself properly. This is more of a Revit bug. It shouldn't have done this, but now that it has, let's see how we can fix this. The quick method is this. You can simply select the landing like that, delete it, go to landing, choose to create a new landing by picking 2 runs, and then simply select the first run followed by the second. And you will see now, this landing is now correct. And this run here, the first one, even though it's starting and ending with risers, that no longer creates the issue for us. So, just by recreating this landing, we have resolved this problem. Anyway, as I mentioned before, this is a risky method, because essentially we deleted the object and then created a new one at the same place. If this stair here has been in the project for a long time, you or your teammates may have created dimensions for this landing. Things like the distance from the landing's bottom to the ground, or maybe a spot elevation here to show the elevation at the top of this landing. By deleting it, we also deleted all of those spot elevations or dimensions that are links to that previous object. So this method number 1 is quick, but very risky, depending on how many dimensions or tags or schedules you have already done that are links to this landing. So let's cancel this now and see how we can fix it in a slower but safer way. For this safer method, we can again select the stair and edit it. This time, let's click on this run. Maybe go to an elevation or section so we can see how the stairs height will be changed. With that selected, I can now choose not to end it with a riser. As you can see now, the stair has been 1 step lower than before. However, this landing is now fixed, and any dimensions or tags that reference this landing will be retained. Actually, this is not very clear to see the height changes of the stair. So let me cancel this. Go back to my floor plan. And maybe make a section looking this way. Something like that. Go to here. And we can now just draw a quick detail line just to mark where the stair should be at the top. So again, I can now edit it. Click on this one here. Untick end with riser. And you will see clearly now, there's 1 step missing. Also, the height of the landing is different. That could be a problem if you have to keep this landing at a certain height. Again, we can now draw a new detail line here. Repeat the same fix. Select the run. Untick the box. And as you can see there, this landing is now lower. To rise it to the same level as before, we need to give this first one here, the one we just fixed, one more extra step. That's actually quite easy to do, because here you have these two grips that you can use to add more steps to this. It's a bit tricky though to remember which one to use. I usually just go with one, and if that doesn't work, I'll try the other one. So in this case, let's try this triangular one first. So I can now click it and just drag it here. As you can see, that has done what we needed. Now this landing is back at the right height. The next step is to also add one more step here to this top run. I'm gonna use the same triangular grip there and drag it this way. That's actually not the one I wanted, so just like before, I can undo and try the circular grip instead. Here we go. That is now perfectly fixed, because now I can see that's the right height for the stair stop, and that's the right height as well for the landing. We can now go back to check the 3D view, and there you have it. Same height from before, but without this nasty error with missing stair run geometry. Anyway, if you look closely, there are other issues as well. With this railing here, it's not continuous, or maybe we have this extra line there on this railing, and also another one here, this extra line there. I will show you how to fix these railing problems, as well as many other Revit tips and tricks. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel now, because we do tutorials like this every single week. For now, you know how to fix that missing stair geometry problem. So take care, and I'll see you in the next lesson.